Hello, everyone, and welcome to my case study. And for this project, I will be highlighting the data analytics process itself as something to go deep into, and particularly the Google data analytics process that they provide in their Coursera course. Um, Beside on your left, you will see the data analysis project I have, which will show it in real time. And on the right, you will see my presentation. So without further ado, let's get started. So first, harnessing data analytics to solve problems. So the goal of this presentation is to show how we can go from raw data to actionable insights in 6 phases. It seems like an insurmountable task, but through strategic planning and thinking, breaking it down into easier steps makes it doable. So the first step is ask, then prepare, then process, then analyze, then share, then act. Tools of the trade that will be highlighted in this presentation are spreadsheets, SQL, and visualization, particularly Tableau. So the power of the data analysis process is that it's a streamlined approach to complex problems. We need to be able to solve problems, and with industry experts and data scientists, that is much more doable. But they need a process. Then it enhances the decision-making capabilities of leaders. So by providing data, we can do data-driven decision-making. And finally, it allows for the efficient use of resources and tools. Problem solving using analytics and examples. So for my example, I did a case study in which a fictional cycling company, bike share company, aims to convert one-time users to subscription-based users. Diverse data sets from user interactions are included, as you could see above, and stakeholders seeking actionable insights, particularly marketing leaders and C-suite. So ask, formulating the right questions. This stage is really important. Let's get into it. It's about asking targeted questions to see what we really need. So over here, the targeted questions are, how do casual riders' habits contrast with those of subscribers? What strategies can be employed to transition casual riders into subscribers? And then finally, you could develop the business task, which is the main leading question, the cause of the analysis. And the business task here is assessing the Q4 trip data to discern patterns distinguishing user types to promote casual riders to annual members. You need to take stakeholders into account in this stage. So you know who you're giving these details to. That will really drive your analysis forward. But all of this needs to be covered before you even start anything in the ask stage. Next is the prepare stage. This is all about setting the stage. It's about gathering pertinent, credible data. It's about ensuring data integrity and relevance. It's about considering the factors and what metrics are needed, and if the data is biased. Now, there's many methods of data collection, as highlighted with this: observation, interview, questionnaire, and database. But when you're collecting data, you need to make sure that it is not biased. That's what I mean by data integrity. Data integrity could also mean the completion of data and the correctness of the data, but that's another topic. Now, database. This is where I got my data from, using the licensing agreement from the Divvy Data License Agreement, which is an actual bike share company in Chicago. I was able to get real data. And the method that Google provides is data sources ROCCC, ROC. That means reliable, original, credible, current, and forgot the third C, but it's all about making sure the data source that you are using, if it's already provided, is good. So since all the data was from a public site, from internal data, it is credible. Next. Process. This is all about data cleaning and structuring. So, just one second. So process. This is all about data cleaning and spreadsheets and SQL to find incorrect or incomplete data, documenting the cleaning process. This is all about making sure your data is complete and fixing any mishaps. And so I used So I went from the original CSV, which contained the data, to the updated CSV. And the in-between process was cleaning through Excel. So over here I have documentation which highlights what was done. And as you can see, there's a lot that was done: time formatting, removing inconsistent times, and exporting the data finally. So identifying the days of the week, lots to be done, but for the sake of just covering the process, we'll keep it short. But this is all about cleaning the data. And this is a very needed process, as dirty data can lead to huge issues down the line. Next is finally analysis. This is when we analyze the data and we dig deeper. So this is all about rigorous data examination, using SQL or Excel for querying and drawing insights and identifying patterns, relationships, and anomalies. This is where you really learn what the data is all about. And as you could see, scroll down over here and you could see the analysis that was conducted using BigQuery SQL. And through using various tables, various queries, we were able to come up with some analysis. But this is not the best way to show stakeholders what we came up with. So thankfully we have the next stage, which is ask. But before I go to that, I just wanted to show you something where we have the tables, the code used for creating the tables in the SQL analysis folder within the GitHub. So you could see exactly what was done. This is important just in case, documenting what was done so that other people could follow along and replicate the process. So let's go back over here, and the next stage is share. So share is all about translating data into compelling narratives, using Tableau for dynamic data visualizations, and the importance of visualization in data storytelling. When we go down, you could see share. Now this is much more comprehensible than the previous analysis, but it takes from the analysis, but it's meant to be shared to stakeholders so that decisions are quick to come by and easy to understand, and it gives you a good picture of what's really going on. Now over here, we have general insights. As you can see, most rides are subscribers, with 15% being one-time customers. Over here we see the trip duration in seconds of a customer versus the trip duration of a subscriber. Customers typically take longer, subscribers take shorter. We see the number of trips per day by user type. You could see that customers use them mainly on weekends and subscribers on weekdays. And that's, it kind of shows that one is a commuter class and the other one is a leisure class of people. Then we see the trips by hour of day. We could see spikes in commuting hours with the subscribers, short spikes with customers as well. But yeah, we could keep going down. Tree maps, all types of visualization. But the main point is that this stage is all about creating stories and being able to communicate to stakeholders. And it gets them to really see what's going on. Finally, we reach the last stage, which is act. This is all about drawing concrete strategies to implement insights from the data. So we got the data, we see what it's talking about. Now what do we do? And this is where, the data analysts themselves, they come up with some strategies and present them to stakeholders. So as you could see, there's a few strategies came up here that I came up with to target the one-time customers and create them into subscribers. So there's tailored member packages for weekend activities, which teams up with the city of Chicago and with the various popular destinations for customers, which are tourist destinations. It allows them to have tailored packages that are curated for weekend excursions, aquariums, different the harbor, cultural expeditions like the Millennium Park. Strategy 2 is targeted outdoor advertising at the most popular stops for one-time customers, weekend membership discounts, and peak happy hour membership promotions for the casual riders who do commute, actually. And we could see that over here, that there are quite a few casual members, around 10,000 rides a day in the weekdays of casual riders, which could be converted into members. And offering something for them is a great deal. So finally, so we could see that there is a lot of power with the process, and the process is where the money's at. When you're able to reflect on a structured approach and figure out how to use it to your gain, everything gets much easier as you could box things into specific phases. And using certain tools at certain stages, it allows for a more precise approach. Finally, this encourages continuous learning and improvement, as process usually trumps um, everything else. It's all about process. And finally, here's my references. Thank you for joining me on this presentation, and I hope it clears up why, the process solves problems. All right.